up, bitches? It's Lil Debbie, and I'm up at the Thizzler office, chilling, kicking it, and throwing good vibes. I've been working with Kid Class for a minute. He's just always sends me fire beats, and they're consistent. So I decided for 2018 that I wanted to start working on projects that were just with like one producer instead of working with 10 different producers on one project. And I like how it came out. Kid Class is very talented. His work is very good. He kills it every time. And I'm glad I got to do a whole EP with him. Mind you, a whole EP is like 5 songs. But you know what I'm saying? It's consistent, it sounds good, his beats are fire, he's dope, he's underground, not a lot of people know about him, and that's the dope part about doing what I do, because I get to work with producers that might not get the chance, like ever. Not to say that he won't ever get the chance, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to be like one of the first bitches that are like, look bro, I fuck with you, you send me consistent work, I'm willing to do a whole project with you so we can both get this money and get to the next level. People don't know. People think like one day we thought it was trendy and cool and just started rapping. It was like, no, we have been doing this. We started from shooting videos of us just being out. So we would go out with like 10 girls and just mob around town. Berkeley, go to frat parties, fuck shit up, get on top of cars, smush bitches in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like real mob, Bay Area mob shit. And we would just film it, put it on YouTube, and people were like, what the fuck are y'all bitches doing? Y'all are crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it started from doing our own type of like blogging of us going out and like partying, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, people saw Krayshawn's talent in editing music, in editing videos, and they started hiring her for music videos. Lil B, you know what I'm saying? DB the General, shit like that. People really fucking with her and fucking with us. And we're likable people, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you meet me, I'm a charming ass bitch. I will say that, you know? And I'm funny, and so I think people meet me and then they get it. It kind of all adds up for them. When we fell out, like, there was so much going on. I mean, I wanted to party. We were popping. We were popping when it first came out. So I wanted to go to parties. I wanted to be in everybody's face. I wanted to be doing shit. Krayshawn, like, when people speak bad about you on the internet and you see them in real life and they don't say nothing, like, that's weird. That's like, it's weird. It makes people have anxiety and anxious. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, she was not feeling good about certain shit. Like, we came out and people like were like, yeah, y'all are legends, but like, not really, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? People are like, you're tight, but not really, fuck you. So she wasn't on the same level as me. Like, she didn't want to go out and party every night and be in front of everybody's face. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to do. So at that point in time, like, I might have not been being a good friend. I might have not been being a good DJ or being a good stylist. And she felt like I didn't need to be a part of the group. That's fine. Because without that blessing, I wouldn't have been able to be Lil Debbie and make a lane for myself. Like a whole lane, like 10 lanes. Like, I built a whole freeway with a little city on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't have anything bad to say about her because our falling out was more of like her personal choice, to whereas me, I was like, damn, I suck, I fucked up, you know? And then I fixed my fuck up. And like, we're not BFFs, but yeah, we do talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I do think she's a creative genius just because I've seen her from, she wasn't rapping. She was always rapping, like freestyling and doing shit like that, but like, we were shooting music videos in a pink spray painted Mustang, you know what I'm saying, on like Fruitvale and 35th, you know what I'm saying, in the 30s, like with DB the General. So I've seen like, she's actually creative. She could actually rap. The media just will fuck you up. It was a part of my come up. Do I regret being in White Girl Mob? Never, never, ever. Because we were mobbing before it was a mob. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we were doing us regardless of being on social media, making music videos, we were mobbing. It is what it is. People don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to justify shit. But I do feel a need to separate myself because I'm not the same bitch anymore. I'm not. It's like it's almost been 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So as a woman, I'm growing consistently and changing. And on top of that, when I was in White Girl Mob, I was just styling and DJing. I wasn't even rapping. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say it haunts me. I love Krayshawn personally. I also think she's a creative genius. She's fucking amazing. She helped me out a lot. She's a great person. She's creative. She's interesting and she's unique. But being in the White Girl Mob was not a good rap. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a plus. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like. I've always been in the music industry, from shooting music videos with Krayshawn to then helping her DJ her shows, to then actually rapping myself. And how I started getting rapping was through Riff Raff. So one day, and this is after the whole like Krayshawn, White Girl Mob thing, I had split my ways. I came back to the Bay, moved to Oakland, lived on 14th and International in Funktown, you feel me? And I got a call one day from Riff Raff, and he was like, yo, what's up? What are you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing shit. I'm at home, in my room, smoking dope. And he was like, I need you to come down to LA because I need a verse from you. And I was not rapping at the time, so I was like, no, I don't really feel like it. Like, I'm not really down. He's like, no, it's just one verse. Like, I need you to come through. I need you to rap for me. It's gonna be cool. It's whatever. So, because I'm such a down-ass bitch, I was like, fuck it, let's pack up the Ford Focus, let's put my roommate in there, all my luggage, I'm just gonna drive down to LA and do it because I'm a down ass bitch, and why the fuck not? Because at this point in time, people did not like me. I had just fallen out with Krayshawn and White Girl Mob, and all her fans were tripping like, you're a bitch, you're this, you're that. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna rap because people hate me anyways. And when people already hate you, you do what the fuck you wanna do after that. So drove down to LA, took about 6 hours because I'm slow. And I pulled up to the studio same day, and I recorded a verse, brain freeze, it was brain freeze. I recorded a verse, and then we shot the video in the next hour. And then we put it out the next day. And then my life changed. Like whatever Riff Raff wanted to do, I was down to do, fuck it. At that point when I first started rapping with Riff Raff, I was on Riff Raff's agenda. Like I was not on Lil Debbie's agenda. Like I was Riff Raff's sidekick, over there, you know what I'm saying? So wasn't shit ever about me. Wasn't shit ever about me until I made it about me and I took the initiative to do me alone. And at that time, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was recording songs with Riff Raff and just shooting music videos and putting out the next day. It wasn't like I was shooting like a whole album and then putting out the album and then doing music videos. It was literally like guerrilla style. Just record, shoot music video, put it out, see how it goes. Like performing is like a rush. It's like an adrenaline rush. It's also exhausting because no matter what you do, it's energy. Whether it's love or hate, it's a lot of energy. So by the end of the night, I'm like completely exhausted because of all the energy I'm given. I mean, people do like VIP meet and greet tickets. I don't. You come to my show, you fucking meet me. You know what I'm saying? We take a fucking photo, you get your shit signed. I'm not one of these bitches out here that like, you need to get a VIP ticket to see me. No, you see me. You come to my show, you get in line after at my merch table and you see me. So it's a lot of energy for me, but it's dope. And I love it. And I love everybody that comes to see me. It's usually a good time. A lot of people try to give me weed. And I'm always like, no. They're like, why won't you take my weed? It's like, I bought weed. I got weed. I'd rather you take the weed, roll it up, and think of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people get offended, but it's cool. I love recording because I like sitting on shit that I know is fire, that I know is different. But there's nothing like performing, man. That rush. And I throw up, like, not to say, but I get so like adrenaline pumped, I be throwing up on stage. People love it. They're like, oh, you're such a rock star. I'm like, bitch, I got puke breath. but I keep going. So you get up on stage and I headbang, I'm jumping around. I'm not like just standing in heels, walking around the stage. I'm like really going hard. Like, cause as a woman, you gotta go hard. You gotta go hard with your performance. So people are like, yo, her performance was fire on top of her music, you know? And then when you headbanging and jumping around, you know, those little stomach be turning and sometimes that shit just come up. Sometimes it is. It's cool though, I have it under wraps. I like just go behind the DJ booth and I'm like, bleh, and then I keep going. I usually feel better afterwards too, so it's cool. It's all right. As a woman, the money ain't the same. We gotta prove ourselves a lot more. I mean, we gotta damn near win a Grammy to impress people. Like, for women to impress people, we gotta go above and beyond what men do. That's not a problem. I love men. I'm not a man hater. Love me some dick, it's cool, you know? But we do have to prove ourselves. We do have to go above and beyond. We have to put makeup on. We gotta have show outfits. I don't just hop off a fucking tour bus, throw some denim on and get on stage with my shirt off. Like, that's not how it gets down, you know what I'm saying? On top of that, a lot of people want female performers to dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's harder for a female to just get on stage and start rapping and being a hardcore rapper and then get off stage. Like, people want more from women. They want 20 million miles, you know what I'm saying? Where men can just get on stage in sweats and a white tee and it's cool. But lucky for us, I feel like our youth is really fighting for everybody right now. Women, men, teachers, you know what I'm saying? Like, this whole Trump thing brought a lot of people together as much as it brought people apart. So I have a lot of faith in the youth. And on top of that, when me and Krayshawn came out, there wasn't a lot of female artists doing what we were doing. There wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So fast forward like 7 years later, there's so many dope bitches out here, like from the Bay, from everywhere in America, from London, from Europe, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitches are taking a stand. So I think it's dope. I think it's changing slowly but surely. So I realized there wasn't that big of a lane for women and they needed somebody that could help them out. I also want to kill that, you know, stereotypical like stoner vibe people think, like, oh, you're stoner and you're lazy. Like, nah, I'm a stoner and I got an edible line, I make music, and I have like 3 businesses, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to break that stereotype. And one day I was just smoking weed and I was like, yo, like, we should do edibles. I think that's like the best introduction for Lil Debbie because my name's Lil Debbie. You know what I'm saying? So why not make like a snack cake and like make that bitch 150 milligrams and push it? And people love it. And I linked up with a female baker, which is even doper, who works with the guy that makes my live resin and grows my weed. So it's great. Like, they date. She gets the product from him. She makes my cakes. I pick it up and I deliver. You know what I'm saying? So I don't personally deliver. I mean, I will, but I got motherfuckers for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we started. We started with edibles. I felt like that was the best way to introduce it. And I know quality weed. I know what I like. I feel like I know what women like. So I do like an array of things. I do a whole cake, and then I do cake bites. So like, cause who likes to eat like half a Twinkie and then save it for later? No fucking body. Nobody does that. Bitches don't eat half a cupcake and come back to it. We eat the whole thing. So I wanted to make stuff for people that microdose. These are also for people that are actually medical patients, because medical patients aren't going to eat 150 milligrams at once. They might just want to do a third of that and then eat the other cake later. So it's like, I did it for everybody. I did it for medical patients. I did it for people that just like to get high. That's recreational. And I'm proud of myself. It took me a while. It took me 8 months to get a logo. That shit's wild. You know what I'm saying? And then you do packaging. But since the laws are changing, you got to make sure the packaging isn't see-through. I mean, it's like a whole thing people don't know about. I'm proud of myself. I think Cakes is dope. I think the logo is amazing. My packaging is dope. And it's quality. Papers. Look, I'm from the Bay. I personally grew up smoking Swishers. You feel me? I was smoking Swishers and I was smoking Newports for 10 years. Hundreds. Newport Hundreds for 10 years. I used to smoke Black and Milds when I was like 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, nasty shit. So then one day I was like, what am I doing, like smoking a Swisher to the neck, like with the eighth filled in it? Like, that's wild. And my body was, you know, I'm a woman, so my body was changing. I was like getting acne and like weird shit at like an weird age. So I quit all tobacco. And I will say this, from quitting tobacco, from quitting cigarettes and quitting smoking Swishers, when I'm in a room with someone smoking Backwoods and I leave, I smell like fucking shit. I smell like shit, and I don't want to walk around smelling like a burnt ass bitch. So no, I don't smoke Backwoods, I don't smoke Swishers, I don't smoke tobacco. Give me a paper, because I'm a classy hoe, and I want to smoke and not smell hella burnt. Smelling burnt as a woman isn't tight. Nobody likes that smell. I don't even like that smell of my own men. Like, no, do not kiss me with backwood breath. Fuck out of here. I'm sorry. It's cool, like, if somebody rolls up a backwood and passes it to me, I'ma hit it. I smoke weed, that's life, you know what I'm saying? But personally, I'm not gonna roll up a backwood and smoke in my house because that shit smells like shit. I like my house.